Hello, BTS lovers. In a world full of discipline and tight military schedules, who would have thought that the most moving moment actually happened when two BTS stars, Jungkook and Jimin, met their loyal fans? What made Jimin surprised to be so sad after watching this meeting? This news rocked the 5th Division, where Jungkook and Jimin are currently serving in the military. Of course, as two of the most prominent members in BTS, they carry a charisma and charm that is so strong, even in the midst of the rigors of military life. So, what happened in this full meeting? Since they first entered the military, Jungkook and Jimin have never been separated from the attention of fans. However, this latest event made the atmosphere of the 5th Division suddenly filled with emotion. When some fans, with special permission, were allowed to meet Jungkook, their presence sparked an unexpected emotional reaction. The fans were stunned and couldn't hold back their tears as they hugged Jungkook, whom they had only been able to see from a distance through the screen. Meanwhile, not far from there, Jimin saw the scene with such a deep feeling. The other soldiers who were around the 5th Division were also late in this moment. Not only because the moment was full of tears, but because the bond between fans and idols was so strong that it was felt even in places rarely accessible to the outside world. While Jungkook hugged his fans one by one, it was clear that they felt proud and moved to meet their idol. One of the fans couldn't even stand it and immediately burst into tears, hugging Jungkook as if he didn't want to let go. However, what was unexpected was when some fans had the opportunity to hug Jimin as well. Although he didn't get the same portion of attention at first, the moment when a fan hugged Jimin warmly was the main highlight of the day. The soldiers around them became silent witnesses of this harrowing scene. Many soldiers around did not expect that the moment would be so emotional. Although most of them may not understand the relationship between BTS members and their fans in depth, the scene still left a deep impression on anyone who watched it. One soldier said, "It's not every day we see a soldier, who is also a famous celebrity, receiving hugs from fans who have been waiting for him for years." Jungkook and Jimin, though in military uniforms, still have strong ties to the world outside of here. For Jungkook, this moment also seems to be one of the most moving during his tenure. Although he is known as a cheerful and energetic person, behind his uniform this time, he can be seen wiping away Haru's tears when he sees how deep the fans love him. Especially when a fan revealed that they were willing to wait for 2 whole years just to see her healthy again. The sincerity shown by the fans was so touching to Jungkook, and for a moment he seemed at a loss for words. However, this moment also brought out another side of Jimin. Although he is known as a warm and caring figure, this moment turned out to touch his heart in a different way. Seeing fans so emotional meeting Jungkook, Jimin felt there was a bit of sadness that he couldn't explain. He smiled as some fans also hugged him, but there was a view as if he felt a little forgotten. While the feeling may be momentary for Jimin, this situation is a reminder that the glittering world of idols can be a lonely place when attention turns to one figure. That night, after a tearful meeting with fans, the soldiers of the 5th Division had a conversation about the events. They talked about how much influence the members of BTS have on the younger generation. One of the senior soldiers stated, "No matter how hard life in the military is, we can see that these fans come with immense love. And seeing them meet their idols, even if only briefly, is a very valuable thing." A division colleague of Jimin said that although the moment made Jimin feel a little emotional, he also showed an extraordinary professional attitude. He's still trying to keep his feelings out of sight in front of the fans. Probably, we could only see that feeling when we talked in the evening, after they left, the colleague said sympathetically. However, although Jimin felt a little touched, he still showed extraordinary dedication and commitment to his duties in the military. As is known, Jimin and Jungkook are not only BTS members who are famous for their talent, but also for the discipline and outstanding achievements they achieved during their military service. Both of these members had already proven themselves as soldiers who had extraordinary abilities in the field, and both earned high praise from their commanders. Jungkook, with his dedication and passion, has shown impressive leadership qualities even in military roles. During the first few months, he often set an example for his colleagues in terms of physical and mental toughness. He is also often involved in challenging physical training, where he not only successfully passes challenges well, but also gives encouragement to other soldiers. There is even news that Jungkook once gave motivation to his battalion mates to keep going in even the most difficult exercises. Meanwhile, Jimin was no less prominent with his leadership. With his charisma and friendly approach, Jimin is able to inspire his colleagues to stay calm and focused in stressful situations. Jimin is also known for his ability to quickly adapt to various conditions, both in training and in everyday interactions in the division. Many say that Jimin's presence gives a positive feel and makes the atmosphere in the military barracks feel warmer and more humane. Although their service in the military separates them from the glittering world of entertainment, Jungkook and Jimin remain role models for many, not only among fans, but also among their fellow soldiers. Some soldiers even said they felt proud and honored to be in the same division as the two international stars. They see BTS as more than just a music group. They are a symbol of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Back at the emotional encounter involving fans, many wondered what made Jimin's feelings so complex. Some suspect that he feels a little left out, especially when he sees how much attention is paid to Jungkook. However, this may also be a form of Jimin's affection for fellow BTS members. He knows very well what they have been through together, and he also understands how fans feel so close to them, even though they are far away in the military field. Jimin, although he sometimes feels sadness, always tries to cover his feelings in order to maintain the spirit of his fans. But on the other hand, Jimin and Jungkook showed a remarkable side of maturity. Despite their different feelings, the two support each other and understand that their role in the military is not just that of a soldier, but also that of an example to many. The two try to keep their relationship strong, despite being in a situation much different from their previous normal lives. What makes this story even more surprising is the fact that the moment, which began with a harrowing fan meeting, ended up being one of the most memorable moments in their military journey. It's not just about BTS as an international music group, but about how they keep the spirit, cohesiveness, and value of friendship despite having to live a challenging life in the military. Jimin and Jungkook have shown that they are more than just pop stars. They are symbols of determination and courage. Surely, this incident left a lot of questions in the minds of fans and other warriors. Is this a sign that the bond between BTS and their fans will continue to be strong despite being in very different worlds? What can we learn from their dedication, both in the entertainment world and in everyday life as soldiers? Given how deep the sense of connection between them and fans is, it is not surprising that the meeting was not only touching, but also a silent witness to the invaluable relationship between an idol and his loyal followers. Jimin and Jungkook, despite living very different lives during their conscription, still managed to maintain the quality of themselves as human beings who are not only great in their careers, but also extraordinary in showing empathy and emotional depth. They show that even though their worlds may be different, their sense of affection and commitment towards each other never fades. Today, as seen in that emotional encounter, many people may be beginning to realize that BTS, in all aspects of their lives, both on stage and amidst the simplicity of the military, remains the best example of what it means to love and be appreciated, as well as how to be a better human being in the midst of the challenges that exist.